What's up, everybody? This is TVS Balloons. I played ranked earlier in the event. I got originally 39th place, now at 95. So we need to get 44. Number 7 on the mini boss. And you only have Striker Jones. Don't have much to work with, but you have plenty to work. I mean, if you're just not doing ranked, it's easy. And so let's see how I can do this. My goal is to get 2 paragons and a farming tower, and that leaves you at 44. So I have no clue what these people are using. That's kind of what I figured out. And so here we go. All right, I have the footage sped up 200%. We are going to get the farm here in this location, and you will find out why maybe on tier 5. And right now I'm just going to get a couple of upgrades on the tack shooter. And then I didn't want to leak anything, and I want to get a little bit quicker, so I just got a sub. And I started out with a 0-2-0 farm, because we're going to do the middle path. Now I'm editing this video several hours after I played, and I had some pretty close calls here, especially on tier 4 and 5. The first 3 tiers are somewhat easy. And I only have $200 like monkey cash, so monkey money. So I had to get this right. All right, so we got the bank around 13. And I believe I upgraded the hot shots for some extra damage. So if you can guess already, I have 44 tiers. So we have the tack paragon, and we're going to do the sub paragon. This is about the 4th or 5th time I was trying this strategy. I didn't watch any videos, or I didn't have any other, I'm not on forums or anything. Anyways, we got level 4 bank. The IMF loan. And now I had to decide where I put the tack. So I decided to put it underneath the sub. My other tries, I was putting it on the right side. And so I figured I needed it closer in the middle, but also after a decamoing sub. That's very important, since the tack paragon has no camo. And every now and then I'm depositing money. And there is a little bit of danger here that the tack, depending on your placement, may not pop all the leads. So you might have to get a middle path sub, at least the level 2. Now here I just decided, don't forget to collect your cash. I kept forgetting to do that. And I got a level 4 boat to pop all the camos. And this blade maelstrom is for ceramics. On certain rounds, you need to use the ability, although this upgraded bow is pretty strong. But I think if it's like fortified ceramics, it struggles just a little bit. Don't forget to collect your money. Okay, there we go. Now, I wasn't paying attention to that amount when I was playing, so I wasn't sure if that was already collected, but so there we go. My other tack's going to go here just to get a little bit extra pops, although it doesn't really do much right now. So I went ahead and got an Inferno Ring. And then we're level 3 now on that sub. Okay, so tier 1. We want to get a level 5 Maelstrom in the back. You see the ceramics there. All right, Super Maelstrom. So that's round 44, I got that. And then we're getting First Strike. We need the Super Maelstrom for round 46 especially. Here comes that Fortified Moab. That'll give you a lot of trouble. See, that's the only thing that will... Because if you use your First Strike, it'll just target Dreadbloon. And you don't want to kill Dreadbloon too early. That's kind of the theme of this. It's like balancing when to exit the primary immunity. Don't forget to collect your money. And now I'm saving up. And keep in mind, you have an ability that gives you 10,000. So when you reach 28, you can use your ability. And again, here's some ceramics. Now I used... okay, I got the level 5... whatever the name's called, I forget. Level 5 tack over there. So... you got to keep in mind when you use your certain abilities, it's going to target the rock balloons or Dreadbloon. Inferno, Super Inferno, whatever it's called. I can't think of the name. So anyway, that level 5 is strong enough for the rock balloons on tier 1 and mostly on tier 2. Okay, so I used the First Strike to kind of get the ceramic down because I don't want to wait too long. Keep an eye on the farming. There is a little bit of ceramic shell left right there. I'm pointing right there. And so when you use the First Strike, it barely does any damage. It's kind of interesting. See it? It just took a tiny sliver off. I thought that was interesting that it hardly did anything. You notice that when he doesn't have the ceramic, the Dreadbloon moves a little bit quicker. I forget the percentage, but you can see. You can see how it's important to have that decameling in the back. Now, if you want, you could move that bottom, that Super Maelstrom to the left, maybe just a little bit more. It might help you in other rounds in the future. Keep an eye on your bank. Let's see here. Some of those hearts can give you trouble there. Just fortified ceramics. Now, what I'm saving up for is our level 5 Supernomics, or whatever it's called. Our 5th tier bank. I know you guys are probably laughing that I get all these names. Monkeynomics. So we're getting... So right when we get 65, we can collect a 10 and then do the ability. And there we go. That gives us 25. We have enough. And we got 2 rounds left before Dreadbloon is coming in. But 78 is a long round. And definitely need to save your Maelstrom for that second wave of camo ceramics. And don't forget, you can always pause your game and go back home and come back in. And I can save you. Okay, now we're tier 3 already. Notice the tier 4 first strike does hardly anything. So you need to upgrade to preemptive strike. And see, that's a lot bigger damage right there. But we need to work down that damage. Now the other thing you kind of have to balance is we have that ability, okay, the Monkeynomics. And sometimes what you want to do is attack Dreadbloon without killing the other balloons that make the rounds longer. Don't forget to collect your bank. I always do like the first deposit and then I just let it grow interest. Now, believe it or not, we're actually saving up for the attack zone Paragon. See, I'm using my Monkeynomics ability. See right there, the first strike and the ZMGs are way up above, so it's not as impacted. You just gotta keep your eye on your money there. This will go, and you see how I have the damage almost ready. It's almost ready for the to get out of the primary immunity, so that's why I kind of like set it up. All right, so we need 170,000 to afford our attack Paragon. I guess it's on easy. I didn't even pay attention to that. But the prices are way cheaper, so I'm guessing it's easy. I don't know. I'll have to look at that again. Maybe I'm wrong. So 18, that's not good enough. I want at least 20. So I delay further, but you got to be careful because you can't pop DDTs too well. So here I get almost 200k saved up. I collect and I got 211. I can put 41,000. Now I got a 22. And now the DDTs and all these camos will be killed by my Paragon. So 95 is a pretty good round to get your Paragon. I guess the first strike does kind of take care of them, but later on you'll see that DDTs can be a problem, especially if you watch my failed runs. Well, you can't watch them. I probably won't upload them, but these DDTs were a pain. Okay, so User built. Now I want to try to get more pops on my sub since my attack Paragon's already bought. So now we get our other 5th tier. So your main goal is just to obviously keep using First Strike. I tried unsubmerging my sub, but it really didn't do that much damage, so I just put it back to be safe. And keep using your Monkeynomics when it lets you. So that's this week's strategy is you have to almost like save up a ton of money at the end of the round and then manage your bank. This bank is actually pretty impressive, the 5th tier. On my round, when I did 67 tiers, I think it made more money than my other 2 farms. But it could be the fact maybe I bought it earlier. I'm not sure. But I was impressed with the amount of money it made. I'm going to stop my playback, and I want to, in my editing software, I want to see if it was on easy or medium. Okay, I just went back to the beginning of my video in my editing software, and yes, it is easy. I wondered if it, because it seemed like the prices were way cheaper. It's been a really busy weekend for me, so bear with me. I do have a life outside. Actually, I released an album through CD Baby. It's coming out supposedly the 30th, but it said it could take 3 weeks. I'm sure it's not the best music I ever heard. I'm just a beginner at that. But it does have some of my songs that I have on my other channel. It has a couple of BTD6 related. I think my next album will be like video game music. I think they're kind of go with this game. So that kind of music. All right. Anyway, right. Our goal right here is to get pops on the sub. And I haven't tested it. I don't have mods, so I can't easily create these guides. That's why I have no monkey money. I used to have 100 and something thousand before bossing was a thing. Because I tried to black border all the maps. I kind of gave up on that, some of those harder maps that I just get annoyed with. So I really like boss events though. I've been playing balloons for so long that I kind of get bored with some of the other play types. Also trying to play some PS5 games. The Jedi Survivor. Trying to beat that. Okay, so anyway, this gameplay is kind of the same thing. You're just kind of trying to get as much abilities off as you can. Now, you might be wondering, okay, why do you have that farm in that weird position? Well, it's because tier 5, I used it to get Dreadbloon his health down. So we'll revisit that in a minute. Okay. Now you technically could get the Paragon, and I got 35. That may or may not be good enough. I didn't have them, after hours of trying this, I was too scared to try without level 40. But it actually almost cost me the game here. So tier 4 gets so close. It's at 36. Now, you want to pick a safe round to do this experiment with. There are some camo DDT, DDTs coming in, they're fast, and your attack Paragon cannot handle them. In fact, on the rounds that I was dying on my other videos that I'm not going to show you, I don't think, but even the sub Paragon wasn't attacking them. It was very strange. So I don't know if my game was bugged or what. Wait, why aren't they decamoing it? He is submerged. What? Why isn't he not? Is it because he's over it? Okay, that was just one example of the DDTs not dying. So, I don't know. Back to this. Alright, 50,000, still not enough. Yeah, that's 38. So, round 114 has these camos. Then 115 has a lot of camo DDTs, so it's not really safe for 115. So even the $61,000 put in, it's still not 40. So it's like this juggling act of getting pops. And I'm just showing you my whole run. I'm not editing it out. I don't have a ton of time to get this out. And this is still 39. Yeah. So I decided, well, I'm just going to wait another round or two. And this is kind of what sweaty bossing looks like. I mean, the good thing is about these tiers is you're not handling a bunch of farms and all that. All right, so I decide to get more money from my farm, more abilities, and more pops. And you can see right here, 115 would kill you if you got the Paragon. Until the ZMGs. So when these ZMGs are here, it's actually safe. And I got one more ability off from my farm. Collect 91,000 cash. Now I got a 42. And he just decimates the balloon. Now here, I submerge my sub. And this right here can get tricky. Sometimes in this status, my sub was not popping these. So I got my cursor up there on that button up there to Paul, because I was dying here for some reason. I think it might have been if Dreadbloon's too close and you're in the military immunity, he's blocking your sub's decamo. And so you have to actually unsubmerge him and leave him on first. Okay, so around 19, he's halfway dead, and I'm like, how am I going to beat this? But the good thing is bads are slow and they have lots of health. And I had just enough, and I didn't use any abilities on my see, look at that. It was literally like a few seconds from dying. My heart almost stopped. I was waiting for the red screen to come up. All right, you see my sub? He's attacking Dreadbloon because my farm is there. And so what I want to do is get that ceramic layer off. But now I submerge, and you're probably wondering, why would you submerge? Well, the attack's not very good at long range, right? Without destroying the ton of other balloons. So now that my ceramic layer is off, he's moving a little bit faster. At least in my brain, I'm pretty sure that's how it's working. Okay, so I turned it off, and I'm hoping it can attack him. And it kind of is. It's kind of like redirecting, kind of how the subs do. And so I realized he wasn't Okay, so right there, I turned him off after he got the military because I don't want to kill the rounds too quickly. And here, I was nervous again. This is another round I died on where it wasn't attacking. And I hit the wrong button. Do not use your ability. I almost died there. I almost threw the whole run. I hit the wrong key. Because it likes to switch the abilities on you when you go back in. So you either want to keep your sub active when the DTTs come out in case you're not killing them. In this case, the submerge was actually working, unlike my other rounds where it wasn't killing them for some reason. So definitely keep your hand on that buzzer up there. And I'm using my yellow ability, which should be sped up by the sub. And I use my meteorite only when there wasn't a lot of Moabs there. Because again, I'm trying to get... You see how slower he's moving with the ceramic? Yeah, so... It's kind of bad because the other balloons are going right by him. So that's why I was trying to get him. It might have been better for me not to... I should have maybe submerged so that he's actually got over to my Paragon faster. So that might be a little strategy you might want to do. Unlike me, I unsubmerged my sub when he got near. And it made him slower. So in hindsight, that was probably a bad idea. All right, so I'm using my meteorite ability when it's kind of safe. Or when it doesn't matter. Like at the end of the round, it's not going to matter. So it's kind of a hard judgment call. And I'm just trying to get my yellow ability, the fire ability. See, I'm not using my meter right now. I kind of waited till the ZMGs are kind of out of the way. But I was getting kind of desperate here. Sometimes it's good to not use your ability. Okay, so there I did it because the Moabs are kind of away. But here I don't use my orange ability because I don't want to pop them. You see, if I use my orange ability, it would actually pop them and the rounds would go faster. See right here, I'm delaying the round. And now that it doesn't matter, I'm going to use my meteorite. Okay, keep your thing on the buzzer in case the sub doesn't hit. I would definitely recommend unsubmerging because Bloonaria sometimes will block that. It's kind of weird. It was acting so strange on me earlier. Now here's ZMG. This kind of saved me. All these ZMGs. They make the round last a whole lot while I'm trying to get all the defense done. And I was just in there praying, come on, please, please, please. Because I know, I got 4 rounds left, or so to speak. So one last meteor at the end of the round. I'm doing the money ability because I wanted to see how much money I earned. Which is, I think, around 800,000 to 900,000. Especially if you sold it for 70K or whatever. Okay, so I figured out it wasn't good to put the sub down. It wasn't really doing much. And if you use the meteorite when the rock balloons, it's going to target the rock balloons. That's why I'm not using it. Otherwise, it would kill the balloon. It would kill the Moabs, the AI balloons, faster. So now I will use it because the rock balloons are near Dreadbloon. And there we go. I had 3 rounds to spare. Do not use the second ability because you want your sub active. And there we go. And I got 20th place. 855. 28 million. 39 million. And Isab's in 3rd place and I'm in 20th. So he killed it a lot faster than me. Thanks for watching.